It feels amazing, being out there with my guys. That's who you do it for, the love of the game, the guys in this locker room, and, everybody that support me. So it feels good to just be out there playing the game that you love, done so much for me.
Has it been easy to put aside all of the kind of drama off the field that happened leading up to this point?
Oh, of course. Like I never let anything get away in the bigger picture, get in the way of the bigger picture, and I understand I'll never let anything or anyone take the fun away from this game from me. Like I've been doing it since a kid, having fun since a kid, so nothing's gonna stop that.
What's the biggest change you've seen, maybe culture-wise or intensity-wise, in this defense now that you're back out there with them?
I would say a lot of running to the ball, but that's something we did all OTAs. So I was here all OTAs, and obviously, and we got a lot of good work in then, and just being out there with the guys, just running, punching, things like that. So that's what I would say was probably the biggest.
When you've been a part of a great defense or with great players around you, the dynamic is a little different now. What's it like for you being in this situation in the locker room here as kind of the leader of this group instead of being surrounded by other leaders?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a transition, but I feel like that's been a transition throughout my time here. Like I got more confidence as the years went on, and it's kind of almost seemed like it just fell in my hand in a sense, but not fell in my hand because I bust my ass, to be in this position. So it's an honor, and I take great pride in it.
So does your personality change over the years, or is this just something coming out of you that you couldn't express before, when you had other leaders in?
I would say it's more so I'm still myself at the end of the day. Like I spoke up when I needed to at the end of the day because you're a grown man at the end of the day. So like people are gonna respect you like regardless of like the years or anything like that. So I just think now it's just more so I just still do my same thing, but maybe a little more vocal here at times.
I know that Ryan Cole said there's not going to be any negotiating during the season, but do you still hold out hope that at the end of the year something long-term could still get done with the Bears?
I'm not focused on that, if I'm being completely honest. Like my focus is, making this year the best year I can, and then I'll go from there. I don't want to, look forward too much to the future or anything like that. I'm just focused on now having the best year I can with my teammates and going out playing the game that I love, because that's what means most to me.
What is it like to look around the locker room, though, and know that you're among just a handful of guys that were here with the last head coach and the last regime, and there's been so much change? What's that like in here?
That's the league, and I think that's the building in general. And hey, I could be here today, and we never know what could happen. So I just take every day like it's my last, and just bust my tail and keep going.
Being more of a vocal leader, what are some of the conversations you have with some of the younger guys on defense, and what do they come to you about now that you are that vocal leader?
Yeah, a lot of the guys come to about play recognition, things that how people try to attack you in certain situations. So, and also just being an ear for the guys when the guys are down about something, maybe a play, maybe something going on in their personal life. They may want to just talk about it, not talk about with a lot of guys. I feel like I'm kind of that shoulder that a lot of the guys, younger guys my age, come to and just chop it up with me. So I take a great deal of respect in that, and I love being that guy.
Playing that will linebacker spot, do you look at any of the old Bears like the Briggs, Urlacher linebackers as a way to help you guys out?
It's a little different now. The game's a little different from back in the day, but yeah, no, I definitely seen clips of those guys, and those guys obviously played at a very high level, and I got a lot of respect for those guys. Set the tone for how this going, and hey, I'm sweating right now. Yeah, coming from a hot shower.
How's it different? Like, how has football, that position, changed since then?
Well, back then, when you look at it, there was a lot more two-back stuff, a lot more run-heavy offenses, and then it wasn't a lot of just being in space pretty much all the time. But like now, the game's obviously changing where there's more space, less two-back stuff. You can count on one hand how many offenses have like two fullbacks and things like that on their roster. So I think there's a lot of different components.
Roquan, have you seen how you can flourish in this defense already, or will it be a few games before you really know just how much your game can grow being in a different defense?
Oh, man, I flourish in any defense. It don't matter. You just line me up and tell me a play, and I'm there.
Well, what is it about this defense that allows you to do what you do best? Is there anything unique to it or just different about it?
It's definitely sweet. It allows you to play in space more, and I feel like that's one of my biggest attributes, playing in space. Vision. Didn't get to do a lot of that in the past, but being able to do that now, I think it's going to be good, and I think it's going to pay dividends for me.
You've played against, you've played with a lot of good linebackers, established linebackers. What's Nick Morrow like? We don't know much about him and what he can do for your game and what you can do for his. How is that working out? What do you know about him and what he can do in this defense?
Yeah, people may not right now, but they will soon. God, we stay healthy, man. I think the sky's the limit for both of us, and the guy's a really smart player. Put in the bust his ass day in and day out. Says all the right things, do all the right things, and it's an honor to be able to play next to him. I think we're both gonna make each other better. He covers my tail on certain things, and I'll get him on certain things. But man, it's sweet, and then playing with another fast guy. So the two fast ILBs.
He's faster than Danny.
Right now, but maybe in Danny younger years when Danny was his age, maybe I got to go with my OG Danny. But like right now, I would probably say yeah.
Roquan, somebody may have asked you this already, and if so, I'm sorry. Is there any chance in the next 10 days you get together and talk to Ryan Poles about a contract?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not focused on that right now.
Once the games do start, how confident are you that you'll be able to just put that in the back of your mind and not worry about it?
It's already in the back of my mind. It just came to the front when you mentioned it.